Momentum has swung between Mercedes and Red Bull throughout the whole weekend. Just tell us your initial emotions at the moment.
I felt like I was going to have a heart attack after going and seeing the crowd because it was so physical, the race. Chasing down Charles was I was giving absolutely everything. I didn't know if my tyres were going to last, but he did such a fantastic job today, and I was really impressed with Ferrari's performance. But I'm also really grateful to my teammate. He really is a great teammate, and today, without his participation, we wouldn't have won the race. But what a roller coaster ride of emotions. A lot of anger after the shunt with Max, and then
what was that
just
anger?
Had to bury it and just progress forward. You know.
What was your anger?
Huh?
What was the anger?
I just don't feel like he needs to be as aggressive as he is, and you know, we're going down to turn 6, and there's bumping wheels with me, you know, and but it's cool because there's footage of old Formula 1 great drivers bumping wheels in a straight, and so I'm sure it looks cool and everything, but I tried to give him space, but I was quite a long way up in the inside into 9, and none of us backed out, and that was the end result. But I took the penalty, of course, and it's never one person's fault. It's always a balance of the two. I don't feel anything now. I just channel it into my driving, which I did, and I'm so proud that I was able to do that in front of the crowd.
Emotions are running high at Red Bull. Christian Horner's been pretty outspoken in his response to it. Yeah, and I get that because obviously his driver's in hospital. You know, it was a big shunt, 50G shunt for him. Does it take
I didn't
any?
know he was in hospital.
Yeah, he's in hospital now. Just precautionary checks. It's never how you want a race to play
Absolutely
out.
not. Absolutely
and therefore, does it take a bit of the shine off it for you, knowing that?
Honestly, no, it doesn't. This is racing, and of course I would love to be able to race and for us to leave one another space, and there is plenty of space on the track for us to get around and manage for a long time without colliding with someone. But when someone's just too aggressive, these things are bound to happen, and there's not a single driver here that doesn't know how aggressive a driver could be. And yeah, there's not really much more for me to say. I hope he's okay, because of course I would love to have a wheel-to-wheel race battle for the whole race. I enjoy racing with him, and I'm looking forward, but I would never back down from anyone, and I would, you know, naturally would not be bullied into being less aggressive. I think today, this weekend, we needed the points, and there was a gap. He left a gap, and I went for it.
And he certainly breathed life into this championship. Just 7 points the difference between you guys now going into Hungary. Do you expect any backlash, though? Do you expect them to come out fighting even harder now? I mean, it just ramps it up a bit.
It's such a great team, and honestly, Red Bull they've always had a good car. They've always been a great team. It's obviously a British team. They do a phenomenal job, and this year they have done a remarkable job, and they've been the best till now. And we're working a way to close that gap, and I'm so grateful to the guys at the factory because they worked so hard to bring some improvements, and we've progressed. But you know, we're not ahead just yet, but we're closer, and that's exciting.